let's see what we got. Copy of the receipt so I know who they came from. Nicely packaged. Don't do that. So we got 6 air injectors, 6 Optimax air injectors. And 6 Optimax fuel injectors. These are crusty. Definitely seen some better days. Get them on the flow bench and see how they look. Filters are actually surprisingly clean. If you can see this build up right here on the tip of it, that's actually what causes a lot of the issues on these air injectors. Sometimes that'll wipe right off, sometimes it does not wipe right off. But see what we can do. Alright, we got a full set of 6 Optimax gray air injectors in the machine, and we are going to run them through some testing. Let's bleed some air out of them first. Alright, run a leak test on them. That is 3 bar, 4 bar, 5 bar, 6 bar, 7 bar. We're sitting at 100 psi, holding strong. Alright, doing an inductance test. Pretty good. We got 2.1 to 2.2 on the inductance all the way across the board. And we will run them through a dynamic test. Basically, it's going to go through a bunch of different RPM cycles, a bunch of duty cycles, different millisecond pulses, and it's kind of the fun part. lastly, we'll do a static flow test, which is wide open, no pulsing. Alright, let's go ahead and move it on down. Alright, we got them moved down to the tubes now. Let's see how much each one of these flows. Not the most even things in the world, but also not the worst I've seen. So let's get them in the ultrasonic cleaner and see if we can get those a little closer. Alright, before I chuck these back into the bench, just wanted to give you an idea. If you remember from the beginning of the video, there was a ton of carbon buildup on the tips of these injectors, and after putting them through a couple of heated ultrasonic baths, the carbon buildup is pretty much completely gone at this point. There's a few little specks still that I'll clean up, but other than that, they are pretty dang clean. So get them chucked up on this flow bench and see what happens. Alright, we are back up top after that ultrasonic cleaning. Gonna run them through a couple cycles real quick, and we will see what they do back in the tubes. Priming the air out, do another leak test. Holding good there. Run them through some different pulses again. Alright. And static test. These guys back down to the bottom again. See what they do down here. Be helpful if I moved them. we got them back on the bottom side of the machine to get some actual flow readings. See what they do now that we've cleaned them. I'm pretty happy with that. About 2% off of each other. That's pretty close actually. So call these ones good. Alright, so I see a lot of these guys, especially on these Facebook groups, and they talk about how they just had their injectors serviced and they usually post a picture of them. And most of the time they look like this. And as you can see, those Teflon seals at the bottom are pretty dirty. You can tell they're still kind of burnt from being fresh out the motor, and that is not how you guys should be receiving them back. When you get any type of direct injector serviced, or even if you just pull it out of the motor, you should really be replacing those Teflon seals with brand new ones. You can buy kits to do it yourself if you really want to. They make a special tool to do it, or we do it when we service your injectors for you. But please just make sure that those are changed, and if they're not, I would definitely be talking to whoever you use to service your injectors. Alright guys, there you go. Freshly cleaned, flowed, new O-rings, new Teflon seals, ready to get reinstalled back on the boat.